Hello again, everyone. I'm Chief Meteorologist Scott Dorval updating your forecast. It is beautiful outside. Look at all that sunshine. 54 degrees right now, or at least in the middle part of the day. Temperatures creeping up a little more than that. A little bit of a breeze, not bad. Sunshine is really making it feel nice despite the cooler than normal temperatures. You see it in the 50s here. These are quite cooler than normal, and so because of that, we've got cold air coming in tonight with the clear sky and the light wind. Temperatures are going to drop, and not a frost advisory, but a freeze warning, because there's a warning it's likely to go below freezing in many locations. Now, some places won't, but that still would promote frost. But this is what really tends to take out a lot of your tomato plants. And so if you've been not covering your tomato plants and you're thinking, well, is this one more serious of a threat? Yeah, that's what this is tonight. So, and hopefully this freezing out in the desert kills the sage as well, and we can get our pollen count to disappear, which would be nice. But freeze warning for tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. Temperatures 28 to 32 degrees from the Treasure Valley all the way through the Magic Valley. So here's the bigger picture here. You see how it was a frost advisory, then it turned into a freeze warning, or a freeze watch, now a freeze warning. Clear skies for everyone, beautiful. Tight lines of pressure here, so we've got some breezy conditions going on, but higher pressure is going to slide in and the wind is going to relax a little bit. We will get some southeasterly breezes, especially in the mid to late morning and closer to the Snake River, but it's not really going to spoil some really nice days coming on in. And so high clouds will pass by to the north and to the east. Here are the temperatures expected for the day tomorrow, right around 60 to 62 in the valleys, close to the same in the mountains as it warms up. Big change coming in. We're going to stay sunny through the week, and then on Friday, a system is going to approach. You see, this is the chance of rain on Friday. You don't really see a chance of rain, but it's right on our doorstep here, and it's going to come in and probably wash out the weekend. At least that's the way it looks right now. There may be some holes in there where we get some periods of some decent weather, but if you're in the Central Mountains, this could be our first significant snowstorm of the season here coming up in those higher elevations, especially above 6,000 and 7,000 feet. So Friday, we're going to keep an eye on this because it's your weekend. Will we get a decent day? Looks like Friday will probably squeak out pretty nice, but the cloud cover is going to move on in. And then an atmospheric river is going to develop across the northwest here. And look at these precipitation accumulations. This is through Tuesday. It's basically going to come in around Thursday night to Friday along the coast. And through Tuesday, look at the numbers here. 9 inches in Vancouver Island, 5.5 inches in extreme southwest Oregon, Portland a couple inches, same thing in Seattle, and then Boise maybe 3/4 of an inch of moisture, at least a half inch, and in central Idaho 1 to 1.5 inches of moisture content. And with colder than normal temperatures, there's a good chance for some snow coming on in. So here's that extended forecast. Look at this beautiful weather through the week, even through Thursday near 60, Wednesday, Thursday, possibly Friday. The cloud cover comes in likely on Friday, and then here we go, a 90% chance of rain on Saturday, and 80% chance of snow showers in McCall on Sunday. That's right, snow levels will come down to 5,000 feet, and we've got a good chance of getting some snow at 5,000 feet. And up at Brundage Mountain, we've got a good chance for maybe a half a foot of snow, maybe more in some of the higher peaks. So we'll keep an eye on that, maybe even a little bit more than 6 inches. We'll see how that shapes up. But this is looking good. October 26th to the 30th, colder than normal temperatures and then wetter than normal conditions. That's a recipe for snow in the mountains. That's good news. That'll help the ski areas, but we're still in October, and I do see a little bit of a warm-up coming in after this, which may promote melting again in those higher elevations for the ski areas. But if we can get some colder weather to keep coming in and bringing the storms in, great. But this may not be the snow that you'll be skiing on. It usually doesn't stick around. November is when that happens, but we can still see if that's the case later on. So a freeze warning tomorrow morning in the 60s. Beautiful weather Wednesday, Thursday, and probably into Friday. I think the breeze will pick up on Friday, so I'm making Thursday my pick day. You'll enjoy the rest of the week. It's really going to be nice Wednesday and Thursday especially. And here it is right on the weekend, the best chance of rain coming in. It may not be raining from sun up to sundown, but it's possible that that could actually be the case. And high temperatures will be only in the 50s. In fact, those are the high temperatures. It may be more like 47, 48 degrees and raining at some point, maybe even 44 degrees and raining on Sunday. So this is going to be a chilly weekend coming up, and then lingering rain showers are possible still on Monday. I'll update you on this weekend forecast. You can always get my latest updates on Idaho News 6 on the air and online.